We have a great love, a great respect, a great understanding. He's an extraordinary human being.
It's literally been your white knight too, financially as well. You write about that.
I think we've been each other's both. We've supported each other in lots of different angles.
Today we are diving into one of the most chaotic new chapters in the saga of Sarah Ferguson and her ongoing fallout from the Epstein scandal. After being dragged right back into controversy thanks to that now infamous email calling Jeffrey Epstein her steadfast, generous and supreme friend, the former Duchess has found herself stripped of royal status, politically toxic, financially unstable and publicly embarrassed. And yet, in true Fergie fashion, she is already rebranding, rewriting the script and preparing her next move, except this time, she is not chasing public sympathy, brand deals or palace approval. No. This time, insiders claim she wants a sugar daddy. Yes, really. She is reportedly back on the hunt for a wealthy man who can bankroll her lifestyle, rescue her from financial ruin, and provide her with a glamorous new life far away from the UK. Today we look at why Sarah is suddenly throwing herself back into the dating world, what kind of man she is targeting, how this ties into rumours that she is preparing to flee Britain, and why palace insiders believe this is her most desperate bounce-back plan yet.
You two have always been remarkable to me because you did get divorced, yet you continue to live together. Separate wings of the house, but...
Yeah, lucky it's quite a big house.
It's a big house, yes, I've been there. It's a big house.
We 100% live together, and we are always going to be together, and...
2 months ago, a private email between Sarah Ferguson and Jeffrey Epstein became public. It was written in April 2011, just 1 month after she publicly claimed she had cut ties with him. And in that email, she calls him a steadfast, generous and supreme friend. This was a man already publicly known for grotesque behaviour, and yet she praised him, emailed him warmly and, as later emerged, had accepted £15,000 from him to help with her debts. Her team scrambled to do damage control. They claimed Sarah was threatened with a defamation suit and sent the flattering email under pressure. They insisted she regretted all association with him, but it was too late. Once the public saw those words, that was the end of any last scrap of credibility she had. And everything unravelled quickly. Buckingham Palace confirmed that both Andrew and Sarah have been stripped of their remaining royal titles. After years of scandal, controversy and repeated embarrassment.
It's after on Sunday we saw that email she'd sent to convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein, which appeared to be a grovelling apology to him. She said she had to write it because she was being threatened by Jeffrey Epstein.
The palace finally made an official break. Reports say the pair are now in dire straits financially and reputationally. Their social standing, which was already fragile, has been described as dead in the water. This scandal truly hammered the final nail into her royal relevance. But here is the thing about Sarah. Every time she is written off, she comes back, claiming she is reinventing herself. She has been the monarchy's self-appointed bounce-back queen for decades. She has survived toe-sucking scandals, money scandals, debt scandals, interviews, reality shows, books, failed ventures, and endless PR disasters.
Not only that, but a pap found them and took photos of Brian sucking Fergie's toes, Fergie topless, and all of this happening while her 2 daughters, Princess Beatrice and Eugenie, were around. It was an absolute sensation.
Insiders say that instead of hiding in shame, Sarah is already planning her next chapter. And the plan is one nobody saw coming. She is going dating. Sources claim Sarah has told friends she is open for business again. Not for casual romance, but for what she calls a strategic comeback. She wants a wealthy partner, someone powerful, someone connected, someone who can fund the luxury lifestyle she refuses to give up. One insider put it bluntly, she is on the hunt for a rich man to make the rest of her days easier. Sarah reportedly believes she has always had a certain charm that attracted wealthy men, and she sees this moment not as humiliation, but as an opportunity. In her mind, being cut loose from Andrew gives her freedom and a clean slate. She has been single on paper since 2001. Now in her 60s, with 2 grown daughters and a collapsing public reputation, she allegedly believes it is the perfect time to cast her net out again. To understand this new manhunt, we need to look at the pattern. Sarah has a well-documented history of choosing wealthy, glamorous or high-profile men. There was Gaddo della Gherardesca, the Italian count who died in 2010. There was Thomas Muster, the Austrian tennis pro she dated in the 90s. There was Johnny Bryan, the financier whose toe-sucking photos in Saint-Tropez detonated her marriage and created one of the most infamous tabloid stories of the decade.
It's 1992. Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, and Prince Andrew had been divorced for a few months, and Fergie rents a place in the south of France as she took her financial advisor, John Bryan, with her.
These relationships were not quiet. They were dramatic. They were financially beneficial, and they were always tied to her trying to escape the shadow of royal restriction. Looking at her past, the idea that she is now searching for another wealthy partner makes perfect sense. Now to the bigger twist. Last week, reports emerged that Sarah may be preparing to flee the UK instead of joining Andrew on the Sandringham estate. And insiders are linking this directly to her dating agenda. They claim Sarah wants a Prince Charming, but not in the fairy tale sense. She wants a man who can offer her a new life abroad, a home, privacy, luxury, money, protection, independence, and most importantly, distance from the UK press and the royal circle that she says has never accepted her. Her friends say she is reaching out to international contacts, especially wealthy men she met through events, charity circles, and former social connections. Sarah apparently believes that Britain is finished for her. Her reputation here is too damaged. The royal family will never welcome her, and she cannot survive without the lifestyle she is used to. Her solution is to marry someone who can provide that lifestyle elsewhere. Now, insiders say, Sarah is blaming everyone but herself for this situation. She blames Andrew for dragging her down. She blames his family for not giving her more financial support. She blames the monarchy for looking down on her and treating her like a charity case. And she refuses to take responsibility for accepting Epstein's money or praising him in that email. She is reportedly telling friends she had no choice and that she is the real victim.
Her lack of accountability has shocked even her former supporters. One of the more startling insider quotes is Sarah joking that she is done with broke aristocrats. Apparently, she has no interest in courting men connected to Buckingham Palace. She claims they are all fancy titles with no real money. She wants financial security, not more social climbing. Age is not even a concern for her. She does not care if the man is older, younger, retired, divorced, or involved in business circles. What she wants is stability, luxury, and the freedom to reinvent herself. For years, Sarah called Andrew her soulmate. They divorced but continued to live together since 2008. They raised their daughters together and presented themselves as a quirky but loyal pair. But that dynamic is now broken. With Andrew pushed out of Royal Lodge and carving out a smaller life for himself, Sarah is realising she has nothing tying her down anymore. She is reportedly describing this moment as the golden handcuffs coming off. And yes, she means that literally. She believes she was financially and socially chained to the York name. Now that she has been cut loose, she can chase any future she wants, even if that future involves dating millionaires and escaping abroad. But here is the truth. Sarah needs money. Her finances have been shaky for decades. She overspends, invests poorly, and struggles to maintain her lifestyle without outside help. Epstein paid off her debts. She relied on Andrew. She relied on royal connections. And those lifelines are gone. If she wants to maintain her lifestyle, a wealthy partner might genuinely be her only option. And that is exactly why insiders say she is on the hunt. So, can a sugar daddy really turn Sarah Ferguson's life around? Well, that depends on how you view her goals. If she wants stability, luxury, and a fresh start abroad, then yes, she might pull it off. She does have connections, and she has reinvented herself before. But if she thinks a new relationship will erase her scandals, restore her reputation, or make people forget about her ties to Epstein, that is extremely unlikely. Public opinion has hardened, the palace has made their stance clear, and the world is far less forgiving of royal misbehaviour. Sarah may find a wealthy man, but she cannot escape her past quite so easily. Let me know in the comments, do you think she will pull this off? Will she actually flee the UK? And which billionaire do you think she will target next? If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.